So hello and welcome to, I'm actually not sure what this is going to be. It's definitely sort of a second impression video of the Bredok 737 Max 8, I think it is, 737-8. This add-on is roughly a year old. I think it came out at the beginning of last year, 2020. And I got it relatively soon after that. And it was one of those add-ons where after I had it installed, I threw it out immediately again and didn't want to bother wasting my time with it because it just did not work at all. It was 28 euro or so. I paid for it and I was not impressed one little bit because I had expected at least sort of minimum quality and implementation skills, and at least a year ago I was quite disappointed when I got it. Now almost a year later, and version 1.6.5 just came out recently in December. I thought let's have a look, because I have seen people doing flights with it. Usually these are videos where there aren't really much talk, so people don't have to say much about it, it seems. But they seem to be able to fly. But yeah, I had a number of really weird issues with it, and I want to see if they are resolved or if they have been improved, because as you might see now, depending on what the aircraft is like, I haven't tried it out, okay, so I'm not sure what's going to come. But judging by my experience when I bought it, we might be in for a nasty surprise. Yeah, we'll see. I will get. I look at it with an open mind and see if. Yeah. By the way, let's quickly go back and have a closer look. So the modeling, well, on the first, the simulator. Okay, so on first look, it kind of, it looks relatively okay. On the second look, there are some really weird things. For example, this is a mirror here. You can shave when you're under the wings, then those edges of the engines. So there's definitely some problem here with the textures and the modeling and I don't know what you call them. And something that doesn't seem to have changed either is the slightly. We really have a lot of stuff here in the way. Here. Yeah, here you can see it. See this? The off-centered engine blades. Yeah, that hasn't changed. And a relatively coarse modeling. So when we go a little bit closer, which we can't because we are already in the highest zoom, and I just simply, for some reason, can't get into another mode at the moment. You can see that this is a polygon with very rough edges. Yeah, so there's a lot of corners here you can see. This is not what I expect from a payware level modeling. And you can also see that many of the things look very basic in the modeling. Yeah, there's some other areas where it looks a bit better. The blades look awful. This could be also partly because maybe that paint shop here, the paint job of this here might be bad. So maybe we should try another. Well, doesn't impress me much. But okay, I'm not flying outside. I don't really care. I'm also not sure if this should be mirrored. Should that not be readable from the ground? Anyway, yeah, we seem to have the fire warning on. That's something that I don't seem to be able to get off. Now, this is the cockpit, okay? So 28 euro, and you get kind of slightly above freeware level modeling. Yeah, very simple modeling. To be honest, we have freeware that looks much better than this. Not for the 737 though, unfortunately. At least not yet. And it definitely doesn't even come close to what Microsoft puts in their own. So from a modeling point of view, I heard someone saying on one of the videos that I watched, he called it a bit of a Frankenstein. And because he says it uses all kinds of things from the 747 and the 787. By the way, that's one reason why you should not have the salty mod. You have to be really aware, take out anything that has to do with salty mod. Also other aircraft, like there is a salty mod for the 777 from Captain Sim, which is another of these things. So take them all out. You really have to remove them from your community folder. If you don't, you will not get very far with this aircraft. So take it out, because also the 787H, I think mod it's called, that's for the standard Boeing 787 from Asobo Microsoft, because it also interferes here with this one. Because apparently, at least that's what they seem to say, is that they use components from all of these aircraft, and therefore you have to be careful with the mods, because that might throw it off. Okay, so now you know. Right, how does it usually work in a Boeing, right? Let's see. So usually I go here, and here's the battery knob. Yeah, there is something which, by the way, does look wrong. And here's another of these kind of simplifications. That would be an euphemistic term for it, but let's use it. A simplification, because they use the same red cover here for everything, no matter whether it's supposed to be black or not. And there is no battery switch here, so we do not have a battery switch. Now, in an older version, I have seen on a video that I watched, they were able to use this here, and the labels that popped up actually showed battery. But even the battery switch, so if you program a switch, it does not work. So the battery is like, it has been disabled or something. You will not be able to bring the aircraft onto battery power. Poor. But what you can do, you just turn on the ground power, which is automatically available, right? And then the whole thing comes to life, and it even brings the background lighting here. And yeah, but the thing is, you should probably get yourself some switches programmed with the Avionics Master 1 and 2. Because I found out that I didn't have it because I removed it. There was a reason, because when you have this on your joystick and you have it in the wrong position, you will not be able to get avionics, also with other aircraft. So I disprogrammed the Avionics Master bus from any button that I have. But the problem was, when I started this aircraft, I couldn't get displays. So I had to actually program again and turn them on. Now, so that we get all this here. I did. And I already see so many things that simply do not make sense. The window heat is turned off. This light should not be on. But now look at this. I'm not sure if we are looking at the probe heat here or if we are looking at the window heat. Fact is, you click any of these switches and your probe heat and your window heat switches move. Whether or not the systems. Yeah, and there's no lights coming on here. And I have a feeling that possibly, I might be wrong, yeah, we'll see later on, but possibly all these dark ones might not actually light at all, maybe. And only the bright ones do. Let's see. Yeah, well, they don't either. Yeah. Here we have switches, not sure if they are actually doing anything. Let's put them into automatic. Yeah, these are all not coded. This is all not coded. Okay, so the fuel pumps, yep, they are. Now let's see if I can start the APU. So normally what you do is you bring down the switch into a third position, but they haven't bothered that. We don't have three positions, we have the what looks like the on position, and let's see if I can bring it actually in the off position. No, there is the off position, looks like it's in the on position, and there is no separate start. Yeah, it comes up with the light, but we get this low oil pressure thingy, which looks okay, but nothing else happens. Now I had been or was it in a video, I'm not sure, someone said you have to kind of cycle the generator switches and also the APU generator switches, and then maybe the APU would come on. I can't compare, no, it doesn't. Right, let's go here, let's use this position, EDDS. Okay, we are at gate 11. Let's jump. Oh no. Okay, at least here. Yeah, sure. We haven't got the airports yet. EDDS. Pooh. EDDM. EDDM. EDDM, yeah, there we go. I'm not sure if this is a on purposely programmed delay to make it look as if a complicated navigation computer took some time to find EDDM in some remote database and uploading also the latest navigation data. Talking also to your dispatch system. Anyway. Okay. Now let's go to departure. Yeah, we're going to use runway 07. Okay. It needs thinking time, right? And we're also going to land on ILS 08 left via the... oh yeah, this is... yeah, this is default. BETOS... yeah, it kind of forces the transition on you. You will not be able to get rid of it, I think. So let me see. Because I would like, yeah, Magat. Okay, so now let's see if I can correct by taking Magat and put Magat here. Okay, let's go into some other page here again. Let's see. Aha, now I can clear it. Yeah. Performance. We have roughly 12 tons. Okay, so cruise altitude is flight level 190. Let's better put it in properly, or we end up in... Okay, cost index 25. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything here. Thrust limits, we're going to take takeoff 1. 87, 97, 87. We'll try it out. So the takeoff, we're going to take off with flaps 5. And oh, we can actually get, and the CG is 21. Okay, well, all right then. Yeah. But this still looks like a complete mess. Oh my god, what happened now? La 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 la. See, this Petros thing will not leave us. It will stay there. Ah, let's see if I can put in some other. No, I can't. Let's take off Beto. Let's put in Baxi. The problem is it will not make, will not change it. It's the usual problem. Now let's have a look at this mess. This is probably another mess now. Yeah, this is another mess. I will leave it like this. Azobo still needs to fix this whole, because I'm pretty sure this is Azobo, because it did this before. Only the salty mod and the likes of that resolve this kind of crap. And we shall see if we can start the engine. Now again, very weird thing is, unlike Boeing's, what you need to do is you need to kind of bring the engine switch up, and then it's like the 787. Probably that's what the Max is supposed to do. And at some point you need to flip these switches twice or so. But that doesn't seem to work here anymore, and as we can see, we do not have enough air pressure to get the engine spooling. So the fact that we can't get the flippin' APU started because they have changed how you start the APU kind of will prevent us from having anything that even resembles remotely a flight. And to be honest, I have seen enough. I can hear sounds of something spooling up. Low fuel pressure. I mean, we are supposed to have 21. Hang on, do we not have fuel? Let's see. We have fuel more than enough to get those engines started. But what we do not have is the air that we require to, yeah. So how do you do this here? Don't know. What else have we got here? Floodlights. Looks like a leather optic. I didn't know that Boeing puts in leather in their cockpits. That's new to me. Yeah, this is all dead. That's all dead. Okay, it's supposed to be the printer. Yeah. Let's put on the parking brake. Yeah, but we can see nothing here. Let's see if there is some other trick that we can use. Run. Yeah, run away. As fast as you can. This doesn't work, this doesn't work. Yeah, we have no pressure whatsoever. I'm at a loss here. This is I'm surprised that I spent so much time already with it. But slowly but surely I'm getting really pissed off with this, because I mean, seriously, €28 for this mess. This is a mess. This is nothing else than a big mess, and it looks like after a year they haven't been able to... Oh, hang on. So what did I do now that we get a... why can't you just stay off? Because that would have been a great reason to stop this video, but okay. It wants to fly. So that's yeah. So the flaps. Let's see what the flaps say. Let's bring out the display. Actually, we have flaps 1, flaps 2. Okay. So when we look at the display, now we are at flaps 5. It's just that I wonder, flaps 10 is the highest? Really now? Are you sure? I mean, does the 737 not have flaps 15, 25, 30? By the way, the flap lever disappeared because it was rammed into the... Yeah, I can't... Oh my god, this is... Why am I doing this? Yeah, this is also not much faster. What is the course doing? Why is... Huh? You are kidding, are you? You know what that reminds me of? In X-Plane, we used to have an Avro RJ from some very gifted developer. And this kind of thing reminds me an awful lot of that add-on, which I almost never used. There were also tons of things were kind of coupled together in a totally unlogical way. Anyway, so yeah, our V-speed, something like, what was our V-speed? See? Thrust limit, takeoff. 182. 182 is our V2. Wow, we must be really, really heavy. Okay then. Let's put on 182. Parking brake off and traction lights on. Okay, that switch doesn't work. Oh, it does work, it just takes some thinking time. Now it's on. Do I see a difference? Oh, come on. Okay. Not that I see anything of the taxi light, but that could be now because it's getting a bit brighter. Okay. And now let's turn on. Oh, auto throttle is already on. LNAV, VNAV, and I wonder. So, how do I So, how do I get the auto throttle engaged in takeoff mode? Because we are not yet. It doesn't look like it's in takeoff mode. So where's the trick? Oh yeah, we need to have RTO. Okay, now I can switch it. So we've got the flaps. In theory we have flaps 2, although I had it on flaps 5. I'm not sure why we are back at flaps 2 again. When did it do that? I don't know. Main panel light can't be moved. That's the displays. That's the floodlights. These can't be. Yeah, what's this here? Okay. Oh. All right. So let's try this. Does it do anything? Nope. Yeah, another mystery here. So this is not supposed to be the right button, but I take any button that it offers me. Oh, as we can see, the actual takeoff thrust thingy doesn't seem to be available. So what was our thrust? 19.5. It didn't even put on the takeoff thrust. I think it was something like 87. I'm going to put it onto 90. And then we see what happens. Interesting engine sounds. I hope we reach the rotation speed before the end of the runway. Yep. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps up. Well, I wonder now if we have auto throttle, because it doesn't look like we do. Okay, let's turn on the autopilot.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Pull up.
Where are we going?
Too low, terrain. 1,000. Too low, terrain.
Oh yeah.
Too low, terrain.
I am so impressed. Looks like I can't get the autopilot activated anymore.
1,000.
Now I can.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
The autopilot does not bother its
Too
arse.
low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Doesn't look like we have autopilot.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
I know.
Too low, terrain.
If you...
Too
Let's
low,
see.
terrain. Too low, terrain.
If you don't
Too low.
bring up the
Terrain.
nose soon, we're going to end this flight in... Ah, shut up. Oh well. Okay. No comment. Right, now let's see. Let's activate VNAV. Shouldn't LNAV not be on the other side? Somehow, I thought. Maybe. So what happens now? This is the LNAV. We have only reached 3,800 feet and okay. Looks like it's taking over again. I'm always irritated by this firewall thing.
2,500.
Yeah, because we're sinking again. Oh yeah, great. Yeah. Just trim us into the ground. Walker.
Pull up. Too low. Terrain.
I know. Why are you telling
Too
me?
low. Terrain.
You're flying there. It's not me.
Too low. Terrain.
This doesn't work at all. Ah, looks like the route isn't... did we not execute it? No, so this is completely... Now that might not be the aircraft itself, so this is the usual crap we get with FS 2020. And quite obviously things went utterly wrong while I was programming this, so this is really awful. Let's see if we can get Uptal here and execute, then we get some form of I mean, I have a feeling it is trying to return now. So let's go direct Landu. Oh, that's not good. It looks like it's flying to Landu. I'm gonna try something else, because actually where we want to go is Magat. See if we can get Magat as a direct too. Yeah. I don't think so. Or, I don't know. It looks like it's flying at least in the direction of Magat, but I doubt that we... yeah, so we're at 5,000 feet at the moment. We're not even able to reach our cruise altitude with this. So let's hold the current altitude. And quite honestly, I'm fed up with this now. This must be one of the worst add-ons that I ever bought and experienced. Maybe the second one. There were one or two that were even worse than that. Yeah, but this is ridiculous, especially because this thing is out for many months now and has seen a lot of updates. And what I get is this. Maybe that it has to do also with the Asobo flight simulator weaknesses when it comes to certain systems, but all this crap here, all this mess with the buttons and so on, it's unacceptable, really, completely and utterly unacceptable. So I regret having paid money for this, to be honest. It's up to you if you like it. If you want to look at a Boeing, yeah, it looks like a Boeing, but doesn't fly like one whatsoever. And I'm not sure if we ever are going to see an add-on that is remotely what I would expect from something like this. So let's wait for PMDG. Yep, it'll come out sometime in 2022. I don't want to say at the beginning because we know how things work in FS 2020. When any of the developers make any commitment, they usually blow it because then something's changed again. Therefore, sometime in 2022 we will get a proper 737 and we just have to wait. Don't waste your time with this one, I would think. Well, I've got enough now of this. Until next time.